Hey, it's Mr. Swift. Wanted to talk to you today about population pyramids. And what population pyramids are is a way to visualize what the population looks like in a particular country at a particular point in time. So right here we have a pyramid from China in 1970. And if we look at this graph, what we can see is that on this side there are males. So all the blue bars are males, all the pinkish bars are females. And on this side, it shows us age. So down here at the bottom, we have the 0 to 4 age group, and we can see that 8.5% of the entire population of China at this point was boys less than 4 years old. And at the same time, the girls, 8%, were girls less than 4 years old. It's interesting that it's a half a point different. I wonder why that would be. So let's take and look at China in 2020. This graph looks really different. If I zoom out, you can see both graphs together. This one has like a lot of people really young. This one doesn't. So looking at this, now we've only got 3% of the population as 0 to 4 boys and 2.6% girls. That's a lot less. Okay, so you might know that in China they had this deal called the one-child policy because they were worried that their population was getting too big and they wouldn't be able to sustain it. So they're like, hey, we got to cut down on the babies. And since then, their population has really changed. So they're going to have an aging population. These bars, these bigger bars, are going to keep moving up. And more of their population is going to be old. And less population is going to be young and able to work. So let's zoom out completely on this. And I wanted to show you that we have three different shapes represented here. We have this first one is called expansive. Why is it expansive? Because the population is growing, so increasing growth. The second one is constrictive. And that means that it's shrinking growth. So the population is going to get smaller. One thing it doesn't show is immigration. Immigration can really affect population too. If you have a lot of people moving in, your birth rate is not as important to the overall population. Okay, and this last one, we call it stationary. And that means there is no change. And it's not perfect. You're never going to get a perfect graph, but it is close. Okay, sometimes you might call this stable. And this is low birth rate. And there's low birth rate in a lot of places that didn't have the one-child policy too. Low birth rate, not birthday. I wanted to write birthday for some reason. Okay, and this was a high birth rate. Not birth rate, day, birth rate. So couples are having more kids in this one, way fewer in this one. The last thing I wanted to go over was the demographic transition model. The really important thing to realize about this is that you have 4 stages. So the first one, they call it high stationary. So where the birth rate is high and the death rate is also high. And it works through until the end when your birth rate, the purple line, gets low and your death rate is also low. And so you'll see some questions about that on the unit test. If you have questions about this, please let me know. I'm always happy to help. And hopefully this video is helpful. We'll see you soon.